some DIY. So I am doing a DIY video. Are you ready for some DIY goodness? I hope so. So one of my best friends, Laura, and I decided to do some DIYs together, some spring decor, and put those all together in a video for you. So thank you so much to Laura for helping me with this video. Gonna leave her Instagram and blog down below. I think you're gonna love it. She takes the most amazing pictures, plus she has 3 pugs. And her house and decor is just goals. I had so much fun at making all these DIYs, thinking things up, collecting my craft supplies, and just sitting and making something. I felt so productive and I've had so much fun. Got 6 DIYs to show you, so let's get into it. So first off, we are making some gold flake coasters. You're just going to need some coasters, some PVA glue, and some gold flakes. You can of course literally add gold flakes to anything, but we just wanted to make some coasters. So you start off by completely covering the coasters in PVA, and we started by sprinkling the gold flakes and then pressing them down, and then using some smaller flakes fill in the gaps. Now if you buy a box of these gold flakes, they last so long. I can't believe how few flakes we actually used. Once they are all dry and in place, we then went over one more time with some PVA, and there you go, we have some gorgeous little gold flake coasters. So second of all, we did this gorgeous floral ampersand. How spring is this? So we actually spray painted the ampersand gold, and of course you can do any letter, whatever you can find in your craft store. This again is from Hobbycraft, and as long as it's hollow, then you're good to go. So you can actually do this with sponge and foam as well with the flowers, but we decided to just use PVA as it's a bit easier and a bit quicker, less fiddly. These flowers are actually from a mixture of places. The white ones are from IKEA, the pink ones are from an old headband, and then these small foam pink roses are again from Hobbycraft. And we just decided to dot around the bigger ones first and then fill in the rest of the space with the little pale pink roses, and absolutely love how this looks. I feel like I might make one for my sister and her fiance's wedding, just obviously in their wedding colours. So there is the second spring DIY. Now the third one is one of my favourites. It is a hanging shelf or a floating shelf. What you need for this: bit of wood, this one's from Hobbycraft, and then some wool or yarn. So we just took 2 lots of 6 1.5 metre bits of yarn. Does that make sense? And we tied those together at either end, and then we crossed them over at the centre and tied those together. So we've got 2 long pieces of 6 lots. I hope that makes sense. We tied the pieces together and then snipped off the excess. Of course, if you want a lower hanging shelf or a shorter hanging shelf will depend on how long the yarn is. So you place the wood on the centre. This hole has no significance, it's just how it came at Hobbycraft. Hold it together and make sure you like how it looks, how it hangs, if it's the right length, if it's in the right place. Tie a big old knot at the top, and that's about it. It's a super simple DIY. Add some little cactuses or whatever you want on there, and we are all done. I absolutely love how this one turned out. So we actually saw a Dalmatian print in IKEA, but it wasn't for sale, so we decided to go home and make our own. So with this, you literally need black paint, white paper or cards, and then like a paintbrush. We're just using a circle sponge as well, and we started off by dotting some black spots with the circle sponge, and then using a little paintbrush, making them a bit more irregular so they look more like Dalmatian print, because Dalmatian print is just everywhere right now. It can go in any room, it looks good anywhere with any colour. It was so calming and therapeutic to do these. I don't even know how many we made so many. And then once you get your frame, we chose gold frames because it just looked so nice. You know the insert that comes in the frame? Pop that over the top of the print, and then you can cut around it and it will fit in the frame perfectly. I love them in the hanging frames. I think they look super nice. Now my next DIY is this crazy pink knot cushion. I've seen these all over Pinterest small ones, big ones, different kind of knots, all that good stuff. So you're going to need 2 pairs of leggings, any colour you want your cushion to be. So I'm going to be making a grey one now, a needle and thread, safety pins, stuffing, and of course some scissors. So I've already sewn up the bottoms where the feet would come out of the leggings, because obviously we don't want stuffing to fall out. So just quickly roughly sew those, and then you want to start stuffing those leggings. This was quite fun. It was a bit weird having like legit legs just hanging around in my living room, but you just want to fill those with stuffing. How big you want your cushion and how solid depends on how much stuffing. The pink one is more like a big footstool or a puff, whereas this one's more squishy and more like a cushion. Now when you get to the crotch area, you don't want to completely fill it. You want to be able to fold it over, safety pin that, and sew that in place. Again, doesn't have to be neat. With the pink one, I literally filled it right to the waistband, but it is pretty big. Depends what size you want it. So once you are all sewn, you are all done, and as you can see, Rupert very much enjoys, this is how he lies on people, so I feel like he was like, this will do just fine. He really, really enjoyed these squishy legs. So with your 2 pairs of leggings, once they are all stuffed and sewn, you just want to crisscross those over on the crotch area. You can do whatever knot you want to. I just like to do this crisscross knot. You cross the first over the second, second over the third, third over the fourth, and then tuck in. And then you can tighten that or leave it super loose. And then I just repeat the process again. First over the second, second over the first, blah blah blah. I hope you get the idea here. It's just like a Celtic knot. I found this really difficult to film because I was filming it by myself, this shot. So then with the remainder of the legs, then you can just pin those into place, play around with where you want it so the knot looks really cool. I've safety pinned it all in place. Obviously that's the back or the bottom, so you won't really see that. Sew that all together and you are done. Here is my crazy knot pillow, and then there's the bigger pink one. Then for my final DIY, I am going to show you how I made these super cute pom-pom garlands. I'm going to be doing the smaller pom-pom garland on video. So I'm just using this little pom-pom kit. I got it from Hobbycraft. This is the smallest size. Hold the 2 bits together and then start wrapping around the first semicircle. It can be a bit fiddly to start with, but once you get the hang of it, you'll be addicted. I kid you not, I'm absolutely addicted to making pom-poms. I really like making these small ones as well. I think they're super cute. So you start off by just wrapping and completely covering the green on one side. And then once you've done that and it's flat, there's no kind of indent hole in the middle, you just cut the wool and repeat on the other side until again you've got that solid semicircle. The yarn, and then you just need to clip the 2 bits together. It will make sense if you have this kit. Get the kit, guys. It's £5 for 4 different sizes and it's brilliant. Fun part now, get some little scissors and snip, snip, snip through the center. Trim off the little excess bits and then do the other side as well. Then the most important part is to get another piece of wool into the center where the little gap is. As you can see, this is like the most important part because otherwise it's going to fall apart. You want to tie that in a couple knots. I do it really super tight twice and I pull, 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 pull. You want to unclip these white bits and remove the kit. I love this bit. I just love all of the pom-pom making experience. And then you just want to trim, give it a little haircut. It might have some longer bits, might have some shorter bits. Just do it how you want. Some people like it to look rough. I like quite a perfect pom. And then I lay them all out how I want them to be on the string. I just use a bit of wool again and I size it up and then double it so that it will have space between each pom-pom, and then I literally tie 2 knots around the pom and then fluff it out so it's not too tight around the center. Or as you can just see there, I already made the knot, slotted the pom-pom in and then tightened it. And that's basically it, guys. That is how you do the pom-pom garland. There we go. Those are some DIYs for spring, some room decor for the springtime. Definitely let me know your favourite. I think my favourite may be the floating shelf, but I also love the pom-pom garlands, and I think I had the most fun making those. Definitely let me know if you make any of these yourself or if you plan to. I'm going to write down everything I've used down below. But I hope you enjoyed this. Give me a big fat thumbs up if you did. Let me know if you'd like any more DIY videos in the future, and I will see you in my next video.